Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Before shooting its full on dive, its full on engage, and Scout gonna go back to the Silas, where, I mean, Scout and Knight this split, I feel like have given us the best silence performances thus far. I mean, Scout's...
We'll see exactly what way this Rumble works. It could be absolute god tier, it could be trash tier.
Look at JJ though, Penguin.
Well, speaking of god tier, it's going to be the Volibear demigod going into the side of the mid lane. Angel gets caught out. Scout's going to be able to pick him up. It's not going to be much more he can do about it. Flash forward, first blood, nicely done. EDG on the board.
Advantage of the window that Suning gave them by failing that bot lane gank.
Yeah, and even regardless of health or mana or anything like that, just straight up from the items, knowing that he just hadn't gone back.
Angel playing for the 1v1 though. Executioner's calling on his side to make sure that Scout can't get any of that cheeky healing.
Oh, speaking of cheeky healing, I mean, a lot of healing here for the side of Mako as he goes down. Had to burn his flash, but it was all for naught. SOFM situation where if the Ezreal does get ahead, he stays ahead. Very difficult for Varus to kind of deal with it just with the consistent poke coming out. Now On might be in a lot of trouble. JJ flashes forward, gets himself a stun down. Flash there by the Leona. And to be able to get him out with a solar flare, not quite catching, but the chains do instead, and that is going to be a nice kill here. Second one of the game. For a return gank here in this bot side. Does he get spotted out by the ward? I do not believe he did. There's the solar flare on top of the equalizer, and they're going to go for Mako. They're bullying him now, but it is On who picks that one up with the ignite. Bit unfortunate, didn't go over to SOFM.
Common this split. EDG are still a team that are all about stacking those and getting to soul as quickly as possible.
Self-alive, very difficult for the side of Suning to make this work now without the Mega Gnar, and you can see they're looking for it. They do get the Flame Spitter, they smite him down. There's the Haymaker. Bin needs to be a little bit careful. Never mind, gets himself right on the edge of the Face Breaker, and they eventually make that dive work.
It was close, but still they are able to pull it off. EDG doing a nice job of cross-mapping on the opposite side. So Suning might get a kill. Bin might also get a turret plate, but at the same time, Viper is getting absolutely stacked.
Exactly how that went down, and it was a Leona solar flare that just ended up missing, and now Flandre might be in a little bit of trouble. He has no flash. There is a flash for Bin, and you got the overheat now. SOFM actually goes down. Flandre picks up a kill in return. SOFM think he had the health bar, and that's just a straight up unforced error. Take these mid-game team fights, and the one I'm specifically looking at is the one at Rift Herald in about 30 seconds time, and there might not be one in 30 seconds. Might be right now as On gets jumped on as he tries to go down. They do land the solar flare, but they're just able to keep chasing him down. Viper picks himself up his first break. Well, TP from Scout. There is flashes there. So I say that flash forward. There's the equalizer. Mako is dead. And they're able to get the full reset now. And now Flandre's in a little bit of trouble. Viper as well gets caught out by the solar flare, and he will fall. SOFM picks up a kill on Flandre, and out of nowhere, Suning come to life.
Suning doing such a great job of capitalizing on Mako's mistakes. Once again, it is Mako overstepping, trying to get the damage down. Suning punish him. They're not only going to get driving to get a lot of good damage onto this mid lane turret, going to pick up a ton of not the same, and they're being Mako specifically right now being punished.
Oh, speaking of being punished, Flandre in a lot of hurt right now. The equalizer goes down, stops him from getting into him, but they put him right back on those hot coals. Bin says, get your ass back in there. And they end up taking themselves the kill. They are going to look to try and take this turret once the wave comes in as well. They're going to be able to trade a kill and a turret in return on the other side, compared to EDG only taking the top lane turret.
And we see that Suning understands so much of how their comps play out, right? You can leave Wanfang alone in mid as long as On is somewhat around. He's kind of being the go-between between the strong side of the map.
When you're playing in this top side, we do see now in the top lane, Scout in a lot of trouble. Bin TP'd in. Let's see a TP answered back. He still have used the solar flare, and Scout does go golden. So now Flandre might feel like he can come in round 2 fight. Now I have to go back onto this wall. That's been happening. In mid lane. They're going to be able to take 2 kills in the mid lane while this is all happening. We were baited. We were outsmarted. They just could not find the kill in top side. But where it did happen was mid lane.
Yeah, Suning Suning this split, and even a bit last split, right? They've been one of the best teams at utilizing the double solo lane plays on side lane. So they do that. It feels like it makes the rest of EDG forced to roam from mid. And the other 3 members of Suning are going to catch them off in rotation.
Bonfong, I think you're dead here, buddy. Don't think there's much place for you to go. You don't know flash. You didn't want to use the heal. They end up taking themselves turret in mid, turret in top for Suning, but they did lose Bonfong.
Yeah, and I want to keep my eyes on Bin, right? How much he can stack up his Mega Gnar and what kind of impact he can have, because he's the one who does have the large majority of the gold advantage that Suning do have. EDG being very tempered, though, trying to put down Viper's poke first, but I feel like an engagement would come out on going to go in, change it to an equalizer.
Yeah, might be able to try and get something going for them. Equalizer as well. Still available to them. They go in. There's the solar flare. They're going to land on the 2. The equalizer down, but I don't think they can steal it away. They cannot. So, soul point for EDG. Suning could not find the go button, but EDG found theirs. Now they're going to be able to take down on. Golden there is SOFM as the Gnar stolen puts Bin into the wall. EDG just got to wait for a couple of rotation of spells, and they might look to try and re-engage this fight. You can see Viper just peppering people down with Mystic shots, throws out the Truth guys with the Varus and with, you know, the Gnar as well. So we can see Viper needs to be a little bit careful. He has cleanse, but no flash as we mentioned earlier. And now 26 seconds until that spawns. TP's available, and all flashes there, as you said, available for Suning. Can they look for a fight?
Scout trying to find the flank angle, if he can find his way on someone like Angel right now.
Didn't quite land the abscond abduct. So the flare comes down, does not quite clip Mako properly. He is now On's in a lot of trouble. And oh no, he has no flash. The one member who could not get caught out gets caught out, and that is going to mean an mountain soul for EDG. Oh, disaster for Suning.
Yeah, and they're going to try and trade by going to Baron, but EDG can make it there in time. Yeah, EDG have a Karma as well if they just want to Mantra E and even get there quicker. Yeah, EDG just executing well on the... Oh, God, Scout's dead?
Yes, I think he is. Oh, is he, though? Flandre is TPing in, and Scout can keep himself alive for a hell of a long time. There is the escort service. Flash forward. The stun does land. We are going to see the solar flare kept on top of him. Bin jumps in, and now Flandre's got to leave. They do end up getting that kill, but now Flandre's in a lot of trouble because he is 1v5 as he tries to turn this one around. 2 kills going over to the side of... over to the side of Suning. I saw the Viego with Angel, and I was like silent, and I got very, very confused for a second. But now they can look to turn and burn onto this Baron. It's going to be onto Viper to keep everyone from Suning nice and low.
Angel has an angle.
He has an angle. Mako has to flash. Spin does fly in forward. There is a TP for Scout, so we need to be very careful. Look at the damage Viper's able to put down right now. SOFM flies in thinking he gets the kill, but no. Viper takes him down, and now he's feeling aggressive. Now he's feeling like he can take this fight. The Mystic shots are just doing so much damn damage. As he jumps in straight away, Bin gets exhausted. He's going to have Mega in a second, but it's not enough. JJ picks up that kill, and what looked like a fantastic play from Suning turns right back around and is back in EDG's court. They get themselves the 2 kills. They're going to be able to pick themselves up the Baron. That's going to go into all of their favorite pockets or satchels or whatever the hell you want to talk about. But Suning, just one good play. It's like it's bad money after good with them at the moment.
The thing I don't understand, all funnel into Karma Ezreal with no real way of locking them down after the Chains of Corruption missiles.
Yeah, you got such good kite back with the, with the Karma, of course, and as well as that, like the volley bear, you got the Sky Splitter to be able to put down poke, and you can see now, On jumps straight in onto Viper, and Viper may have walked a little bit too close to everybody there. That's a bit unfortunate, and Suning find themselves another advantage. Bin gets jumped on here. They do have the Mega Gnar stolen away from him, and now he is dead. Flandre finds a kill on that side as well, and one good advantage for Suning, but it gets turned right the way around. You can see the pings going down. They don't care about the fight anymore. They are going towards that bot side. They are going to be able to take themselves an inhibitor, and with these dead timers, they may look for the game.
And I just can't believe how brawly this game is. They're going back and forth, but you're right. I actually think EDG can probably just end. They do have a wave incoming right now. You have about 20 seconds left, and only Angel.
Only Angel in the arms of an Angel, but the Viego ult has been stolen, so you got Scout being able to reposition himself, and they got themselves tanking up this turret. Angel knows It is over and done. EDG, it was scrappy, it was tough. It wasn't exactly how you wanted to win, but at the end of the day, they still take the game, and they are 1-0 up in this series. In the Jacks, okay, the 1-3-1, the thing you talked about, the full split push coming out here for the side of Suning.
And this is really interesting because this is one of the champions that a lot of people are talking about.
So getting a scuttle each, so no one really going to be that much further ahead than the others. We see an engage in the spot side. Cleanse has been used by Quanfong. He's taking a lot of damage. The exhaust went down on top of Viper, but he picks himself up a kill, forces the flash out of...
Will be a small window, but I don't think Suning are any slouches when it comes to a team fight right now.
The EDG, though, jumps straight in. The Chain of Corruption lands down. They're able to take that kill off. You can see Scout underneath the tower. Might have gone a little bit too far forward, and SOFM gets a return kill. So it's mid laner for support, but you got to take that trade if you're Suning. You will take that.
He's already lost a few plates. You don't have the resources now to cover them, so just keep pushing this Jax even further. And Ben and SOFM gonna once again look for Flandre.
Oh, Flandre might be in a lot of trouble here as he jumps in. There is the counter-strike down. Does drop down the mist, but not able to get away from this one, even with the Ghost. He's just not fast enough. You got flashes, you got jumps, you've got so many ways of making this. But you're looking at Jax, Viego, Ezreal. Like, it's a lot of auto-attack AD-based champions. It would have been a nice little pickup there for the guard. Keep away, if you will. TP coming in, Suning want to fight. Dragon goes down. If they can go for something here, maybe they go for it, but they actually just use the dredge line.
TP advantages to rely on.
Yeah, using that global pressure, and you can see there just Angel pop, or sorry, Angel, excuse me, Scout popping himself back out of vision, putting himself in a brush, saying, right, you don't know exactly where I am, and you don't know where I'm going to be, but I'd say that they're going to jump straight onto Flandre, who is just dead. Nothing he can do about that one there. Bin picks up his second kill of the game. This combination of the Viego and
EDG are making a play on mid.
Is JJ on, does drop out from the ultimate of Varus. No chain of
coming out from the LeBlanc.
Well, TP there from Scout as he gets himself into the game again. TP going to be on the backside, though. That's Flandre. He's going to try and find out SOFM. They're going to be able to catch him out. Onslaught of Shadows into the Audacious Charge. And that is Flandre with a perfectly placed TP. They didn't sweep the ward. And that is going to be Dragon Soul point for EDG.
And that's the one thing about EDG's comp, right? It has a ton of lockdown.
And they now know where he is. He wasn't quite in the bush just there. Has been now in a little bit of trouble. Gonna get himself depth charged. Gonna have the counter strike that's only land onto one, and that is going to be donated to the Scout Fund on this Akali. And now you can see the reaction play here in the mid lane. Good onslaught of Shadows to just delay.
We do see Mako might be giving over an advantage himself.
Yeah, he's definitely most certainly going to be falling here. He does go down a lot of CC before he goes down. He actually commits a hell of a lot on top of him. Angel has no health, and because of the delay, you can see now EDG, they've got the rest of their members here, and there's nowhere for anyone on the side of Suning to go. They have to back away, and that's going to be Baron.
Yeah, and once again...
Edge line misses, and we're going to see if the side of EDG feel comfortable or confident to go for this. They haven't really landed any poke from the Varus, and that's kind of what you need right now. You need to kind of land a couple of these. There you go. There we go. On takes about half his HP with one piercing arrow. Flandre finds Angel and backs him up behind the blue buff. They do land the Chain of Corruption onto Bin, and Bin's already out of this fight. He has to get himself out. He needs to walk away. The Dragon goes over. That's the Ocean Soul, and then the fight can really begin. Angel couldn't find an opportunity, and we can see Scout flashes forward with the perfect execution. He's feeling it. He knows he can get the kills. He picks up two, and now the rest of EDG, they can barrel down mid.
I also feel like EDG, the damage from Viper is so insane, right? It doesn't matter if you have more champions on the side of Suning that can put out long-range damage, like Ezreal, Karma, and LeBlanc. They just don't have any member who's able to eat it, who's able to absorb it, buy time, look for an engage. They just kind of stand there. They don't really have any engage options available, right? No one on this team engages. What does LeBlanc do? Jump in, chain, and then what? Jax runs in, Viego runs in. They're just going to get instantly deleted. You have a ton of...
Being able to do anything. He has been 100% all-time one of the best players so far this split. Now, it's still got a hell of a lot of games to go, but we've already played a hell of a lot of games, so it's definitely a fantastic time to be a Scout and EDG fan, as Suning again and again, like we talked about, you mentioned it, and I just want to kind of double down on it. Like, how do you engage on this? You picked a 1-3-1, you picked a split pushing composition, and then you let the dragons run away from you where you were forced into a situation where you have to fight. You can't let this one go, and at that stage it's like, well, you have to fight, but how? How are you going to fight this one? You don't have any engage, and EDG just playing their composition correctly, EDG playing their composition to a T, and EDG are the ones that are going to be able to crack open this base at 31 minutes.
I mean, in split push, the way it traditionally is thought of, is pretty much dead in this meta, right? It's all about grouping, fighting for those drakes. As EDG finally engage. Oh my god.
Jesus. We just broke Twitch's terms of use with that one. That was just monstrous amount of damage there coming out from the Varus. And now you've no karma, you've no shields. What are you supposed to do now, Suning? You're just watching your base disappear in front of you.
You accept the punishment that's being brought down, Penguin.
There is no other word for it other than punishment, as we can see Mako on fire with these hooks, and they are able to put SOFM into his Guardian Angel, and they may just try and take him out. Another sniper from Viper as he gets himself down. Another kill in his column, 3-0 and 5. This game is all but done now for the side of EDG. They just need to take down the last few structures, take down the Nexus, and they 2-0 in this series, and they go 5-0 in the LPL Summer 2021 split.
Might not have been clean, might have been a little shaky, a little dicey. Looked like a lot of times there where Suning could have won.